a little mini bike, the Monster Moto 80. Just got it to go up and down the gravel road here. It's actually kind of fun. This whole thing get up and go for a little 80. Couple things here, you got to turn your switch on, and then on the back side here you got a choke back here for start, and then when you get it going you can just go to run, or else you're not going to really go anywhere. So Malia will demonstrate here. Start it up. Alright. Kickstand. Alright. Alright, working on the Monster Moto. Had to, the back tire was bad, had a hole in it, so the front tire is still good, still got some good tread. The problem is that back tire is going to wear out, but what I wanted, I didn't want to put the same tire on there, so Walmart has a high run. It's just, seems like it's just a little bit wider, which is good, and when you put this on, just those people that know, so the tire was like 34 bucks I think, and then it was like, it cost 45 bucks for them to mount it. So you just got to remember when you put the back tire back on, that the side where you put air in, the valve is to this side, the right side, and then your gear, your sprocket will go back in here, and then your clutch or your brake disc will be on this side. So this thing was caked in mud. It still got a lot of mud, and I got to clean up. I took the chain off, so I'm going to oil lubricate that up and clean it. I still got to get some of that dirt off the base. 4th of July, it was raining out here, and everybody was taking turns going up and down the road, so this thing was caked. So I got a lot of it off. So we're going to clean it up. I've had this thing for since 2018. So what is there, eight years? Is that what? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 8 years. And I'm going to do an oil change too. I think it's been a couple years since I did the oil change. So I've just kept it. It runs good. I got it so it goes quicker or faster than it normally did when you bought it. So I can't remember what I did. I have a video on that. I changed up where the throttle is on the cable, so I can go wider with it. So this little Monster Moto is been worth its weight in gold for going out to the mailbox. So my road is about half-mile gravel road, so I enjoy flying down the road with this thing. So I'm going to put this back tire on, or I'm going to do the oil change, clean it up, and then get this baby back going again. So 8 years. Monster Moto. Alright, so just did the oil change, and all I did, I put that to the edge, I brought that over a little bit, and then I used this right underneath there, and it went right in. So that worked out pretty good. So here's the chain. I'm just going to let it sit in this oil. From that oil change, clean, lubricated, and then I already cleaned it up, so I just want to, then I'll get it out, dry it up really good. So let's see what else. Just cleaning off a lot of that. You know what really works to clean off a lot of that dirt and grime, even works on your engines and your cars. I know a lot of people have been using WD-40, but I like to use this tire shine. Boy, she gets her looking good too. I didn't want to spray water, like high pressure water and stuff. I didn't want to put water on there. I just wanted to keep away from the water and clean it up as much as I can with this tire shine. And so the oil is changed. All I did on the fill on that is, here's the, you know, where you drain or fill. I just lean this back. And then put the purple one in there, which is a little bit smaller. Put it in there, and I just put oil in there till it starts to come out the seam. Then I know I'm good. And then once I get her started and I'll let it sit, I'll check again on the dipstick, but it's going to be fine. Oil, as far as I'm concerned, I use anything I got left over. So I used the 5W20 Valvoline high mileage that I put in there. So I just been putting regular motor oil in there. The fuel that I use, I have these fuel tabs. I'm trying to think what it's called. I'll put the name here on the screen. So I used to buy them through a company I was in, Accelerate, but it's Fair. I think it's Ferris or Fair. Or anyway, I'll put the link. So I always, when I fill up my gasoline in my gasoline tank here, so when I fill this up, I always drop a tab in there. So I use it for my snowblower, for this, for my lawnmowers, and it just helps keep the system cleaner. Stop, you know, try to keep the carbon buildup from happening. So it's been working. It's probably why this thing's been running so good. Usually it's 3 cranks it starts, depending on if I've been driving it every day. Usually then it's just probably 2 pulls and it starts. And then even when it sits in the wintertime with that fuel tab, with the fuel, it seems to be perfectly fine. It's not like I have to put a stabilizer or anything in it. So I use those fuel tabs for all my vehicles. I've been doing that for at least 4 years. Alright. Next thing I'm going to do is finish cleaning that up, and then I will put the tire on there, and tomorrow I'll run her because it's raining right now and I'm not going out to get this dirty. So I took the air filter out, so I'm letting that, I cleaned it with some Dove soap, so got all that. It's been a long time since that's been cleaned out. So tire's getting ready to go on. Wanted to point out something too on the oil change. That the reason why I did what I did is because I didn't have the tire on there, so I was able to just tilt it like I did. But down here is the actual drain plug, and what you have to do is, it's kind of hard, it's kind of stupid. You have to get some kind of, like, say like a gallon of milk, empty gallon of milk, the plastic, cut it so it's a strip, and you can run the strip underneath it, and you tilt the mower so it'll go into a drip pan or whatever. It's kind of awkward. Or I think I don't know if you can really hook up a drain tube in there. So either way, the air filter is right back here. It's got its cover. So next up, let's get the tire on. I got to tighten up the brake disc on this. That's always kind of been a problem. And we'll get her running. Alright, Munster's ready to go. So my daughter brought her puppy over. It's a double doodle. And she's like, oh yeah, you're gonna need to babysit the puppy dog. I said, as soon as they left, because they're running errands, I'm like, I busted out the kennel, and I'm like, I'm busy. And she's a little spoiled. Are you spoiled, Ellie? Well, yeah. Okay, so here's that fuel, the fuel tabs I was talking about. So it's Ferrix. Let's see if we get on that. So I put, every time I fuel up my vehicles, I put one of these in. And then in the gas can, I always drop one in there when I fill that up. So I'm going to tell you why this stuff works. Because when I Accelerate had these fuel tabs, but Ferrix is the same. I think these might be better too. My generator, which I should do a video on that. I've had this for quite a while. Back before the tabs, I even knew they existed. I had a problem as it sat, because I usually try to start it every couple of months, let it run. But I had to take the carburetor apart and clean it and get the rust out, and then it ran fine. Ever since I've been using the fuel in here with the fuel tab, they could sit for 6 months and it'll fire right up. Even with my snow blowers and even with the Munster. So, you know how you winterize your stuff and you put the what's that crap called? The red stuff or whatever the hell it's winterizing stuff. Anyway, I don't have to do that with these fuel tabs. So we'll fire it up, and I figured out my brake. I've been sitting here messing with the brakes. I have not had brakes working properly at all, and I figured out the problem. It is right here. This keeps popping out. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to sit in there tight. So I got to figure out how to tighten that up. It needs to sit in here so I might put some Gorilla Glue on that. See if that works. I use my shoes, my feet for brakes, to be honest with you. And this thing flies. I think I clocked this sucker at 30. She moved. So we got the new back tire on. It's still dirty. Yep. Right. Gonna run a speed check test on it for you guys to let me know how fast I'm going. I'm going to drive out, turn around down the street there, I'm on a gravel road, and I'm going to come whizzing by. Let's see how fast I can go. way faster. You know, that back tire might be maybe added a little bit more speed to that.